For the F Shack. Love Dirty Mike and the boys.
Hey, are you Dirty Mike and the boys? How you know who we are?
What's this big called, the podcast?
Morning Good. Oh, I love
Hey,
that.
welcome to the Earth. Thanks. Oh, wait, I'll start over.
Welcome to Morning Good.
What's up, motherfucker, man? We here with Matt Bowman and Paddy Defino.
Ooh.
Dude, I couldn't tell if I'm like getting sick or if this apartment just changes temperatures from hot to cold, or maybe I'm going through alcohol withdrawals.
This apartment is like since the ceiling is so high and this room is so big, it's like, you know how in like the Astrodome or whatever, it would have like its own weather system?
Yeah.
That's what's going on.
That's what it seems like it's happening,
Yeah.
dude. It's like some days I'm like sweating. Like Sunday, dude, I woke up in just puddles of sweat.
Yeah.
Okay, that's for you too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Because
I really am like, am I an alcoholic?
Having
like,
a
I'm really starting to think I have
condition,
a drinking problem.
Because as the weather is changing, we're in our rooms and we just, when we go to bed, it just creates like a stew in there.
Yeah.
And then we all rip our doors open and it's cooler out here.
Yeah.
So it's like a hot front meeting a cold front. That creates moisture.
Sure.
Wait, I thought that's also how tornadoes are created.
It is.
Is there going to be a
dude.
tornado in our apartment?
Yeah, dude.
Have you seen the fucking tornadoes that were out west?
No.
Dude, they've been all over my TikTok, and they are
Really?
like end of world size shit.
You know what? Good. I don't know what they're doing out there, but I don't know. They're not contributing to my life.
Should we just tell them it's some wind?
Yeah.
You're scared of wind, dude?
I love the idea of bullying her tornado victims.
Yeah.
You're not
That's
like
scary to you?
Yeah. You're not navigating the Santa Maria across the Atlantic O.
Yeah, how about you move out of a trailer park? Get your life
Yeah,
together. That's
dude.
always who dies. It's somebody
Yeah.
in a trailer that gets thrown.
Yeah.
Would you ever be a guy that would like drive towards a tornado?
No.
Because
No.
those guys are fucking
My
crazy.
brother
Yeah.
saw one like behind him. Like there's one of the hurricanes in Florida. That, like what happens when there's hurricanes? There's like also tornadoes around it. It's just
Sure.
like a thing. It's like, you know, like in Jurassic Park, you have the T-Rex and then you also have velociraptors.
Yeah.
The tornadoes are like velociraptors.
Ah.
And
I've always said
I've
that.
always
Yeah.
wanted it put in terms of Jurassic Park.
yeah, that's how I'm going to basically organize most of my
You
information.
could really turn
Yeah.
the Weather Channel around.
Yeah.
If there was
Yeah.
more velociraptor.
So Israel's like Chris Pine.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt.
Yeah, hey, easy.
Let's
He's
not.
like easy. Yeah. Just taming. I don't know how much taming is.
Is that a velociraptor egg? I should set it on fire. I'm Chris Pratt.
What kind of dinosaur are they cooking up in that lab? But my brother, yeah, they were coming back from like Walmart. I remember my brother was like, dude, literally, we could see behind us a tornado. I'm like, that sounds like the most terrifying thing.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Tornadoes were always. Shut up, Michael. Oh, God damn it! I can't talk like a.
That
I just
hurt
kicked
my-
the
that
table
hurt
so.
my
Yeah.
foot.
I went, yeah.
My God.
Just kicked the coffee table. But no, I was like so scared of like tornadoes. I don't know why, because hurricanes are so much fucking like worse because it's like a giant tornado basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a water tornado.
It's a bunch of velociraptors morphed into a giant T-Rex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mech style.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like, yeah, I don't know. The coolest story is that one guy who was like, he got hit in the head by like a 2x4. I mean, at least he described it. I mean, if it's flying at you, you probably don't know what the dimensions are of the plank of wood. But
Yeah.
He's guessing it's 2x4.
Unless they measured it on the indent from his skull. But we all know that's illegal.
He's just got to go to Home Depot, and they were like, "Take me to the wood aisle."
Yeah.
And he's just holding his head up to the fucking thing.
Yeah.
This seems like it would fit in that hole in your head.
That would be one of those TikTok videos like when the things fit perfectly.
Right.
Yeah.
They just hold it, it's like, fun. He's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
The satisfaction of
Yeah.
just sliding
He
in.
has to like stand in the corner of a building to like hold up like siding. I got my new job as a foundation.
It's like, hey, I forgot my square. He's like, oh, I got you.
I
He
got
just
you.
fucking gets over
Does anyone
there.
need a right angle?
All right, here we go, baby.
You know what I'm going to fucking say? What are we, fucking 3 minutes in, we're riffing without talking about jizz?
Wow,
Dude.
This is
Yeah,
like,
that's
I'm
great.
so fucking proud of us. I know. It's just like, I was like, I'm having a blast, and it's fucking 4 minutes in.
It turns out he wasn't even hit by a 2x4. It was just a big guy's load.
Yeah. It was going to
Big
come
guy's
back.
Yeah.
rectangular load.
Yeah.
But because he was knocked out, he like was in the tornado and was fine. And because it's like when drunk drivers can like murder a family,
Yeah.
but like they're fine because their limbs are loose when they have impact.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
I've also heard like babies can survive tornadoes.
Let's MythBusters try it out.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Nope. We're gonna need more.
This week we do our most extreme myth yet.
Just catapult. You know, like the elastic catapults they use on the show.
It's one that doesn't even. It's not even applicable. It's just like, will a baby survive lava?
Yeah.
It's like, no, of course not.
To simulate a tornado, we're launching it into a brick wall. 7,400 mothers have signed off.
Dude, that show ripped.
Yeah.
I loved MythBusters.
Yeah,
Apparently, they hated each other.
Yeah,
like
interesting.
Adam and Jamie.
That was the ultimate myth.
Yeah.
That was their friendship.
They're on that couples
Busted.
therapy show now. They're
Yeah.
like, can we bust this man?
And then the Asian guy, I think, died, right?
Interesting.
One
One
of
they
the-
try to use him as a dummy?
Yes, yeah, he
yeah.
did. Because the other two are like randomly in like an AT&T commercial now.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I don't know. Some bullshit business. or whatever.
And I think one of the guy, I think it was the bald guy, is like a pedophile.
Okay, guys.
We're gonna need to find some evidence on that.
Which?
I think
which guy?
Shane Gillis had a joke about that
Jamie,
on his podcast.
maybe?
He's like, no, it's a myth. It's a myth.
Oh, like so the nerdy one with the mustache?
Yeah,
Really?
I think that might have been why there was a little bit of.
That's why he didn't like him very
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
That's of all the reasons.
It's tough to
that's-
come back. There's probably 3 people in my life who could be later reveal that they're a pedophile,
And you let
I'd
them back
be
in? Am
okay,
I
and
one
I'd
of
be
them?
okay. Probably. The only reason
not
you,
that I'm a pedophile, but like that I'm so likable that I could get away with it.
it's more the fact that if you were, you would tell me within
His
5
name's Adam
seconds.
Savage. I mean, that's pretty fucking savage. Dude.
Yeah,
Yo, you fucked a kid. That's savage, bro.
I always,
the other guy. No, you were saying Jamie.
yeah, I think it's Jamie.
Jamie
Is that
like,
Adam?
Heidemann or something.
Okay, so Adam was molested.
Adam was molested.
Savage sister accuses him of sexual abuse when they were kids. Oh, okay. When they were kids, though, I mean.
But that's
who
not
wasn't?
the bald guy, right?
No.
No, that's
Okay, so I think
Maybe
I
they're
have enough
both.
evidence now to figure out what's going on. This is what I believe. He had the sexual misconduct or whatever, but he's a nice guy. And Jamie is squeaky clean, but he's a dick.
Okay.
And I think those two worlds contradict.
interesting. Yeah,
Because
yeah.
one like is
they're yin and yang. You have a nice pedophile and a mean person attracted to adults.
yeah,
It's
right?
Perfect.
Who would you rather hang out with?
Yeah.
I'll say this: the nice guy's probably getting laid more.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's true.
With the kids, but
Yeah.
you know.
They're like, that's a grumpy guy. I don't want to hang out with him. I want to get in his van. He's
Right.
mean.
Hey, do you want to take a nap later? It's almost nap time.
It's 1 p.m. You know what that means.
It's so funny too. I catch myself because you're about to have a kid, just getting nervous doing pedophile jokes.
I
It's
don't
so it's so
give a
insane.
fuck, dude.
I know.
Like-
It's so insane that my brain is just like now like
Is he okay?
Yeah.
Is that all right? It's like, no, dude, that's fine. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you feel nervous about that, you should just feel nervous about saying it in general because our balls are still full of sperm.
That is true. That
and
is
you're
true.
saying it in front of our ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I told you I was so nervous. I was doing that dead baby joke in front of like a
dead
a baby. No, yeah.
Damn, dude.
It bought a ticket, so they let him in.
Really
Like,
saying yes to every gig. Just like, I'll do it, man.
Dude, just a graveyard, just a nursery graveyard full
Yeah.
of babies.
I could do 15. Let's go, dude. Here we go.
It's Louis J. Gomez. I got the fucking sickest surprise ever. Coming to the stage.
A dead baby.
Zach Amico and a dead baby. It's just Zach Amico. He's like, I got hungry.
I wouldn't be surprised if Lewis came out and said that he was in a relationship with a dead
With a
baby.
dead baby,
I mean,
yeah.
it's not that far off
I
for
mean,
him.
talking intelligence points, his girlfriends are kind of
Not a great
similar.
track record.
shots fired at the
At people that have better careers than I do.
yeah.
Well, also that wasn't even at him.
No.
Whoever he dated.
yeah.
Which we know more of those people
Yeah.
than the
Yeah,
other
yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all nice.
Yeah, they're all very nice people.
I'm like sweating right now.
Oh,
I
really?
feel fine.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's just I'm wearing a sweater, and
Yeah.
the temperature in this room is fucking on fire.
That is
Yeah.
the nicest piece of clothing I've ever seen you wear.
Yeah, I don't like dressing, and I don't like it because I feel
Are
like
you
I'm a
going somewhere?
douchebag. No.
Oh.
It's the opposite, actually. I wear shittier clothes on nights that I don't like. My Wednesday midnight show, I'm like, all right, nobody important is going to be there.
Right. Or
I don't-
audience members, most likely.
Yes. There's a part of me when I got single, I was like, well, maybe I'll meet chicks, and no.
No.
0% chance.
Yeah.
So now what I do is like I wear nice clothes that I don't want to wear because I don't like wearing nice clothes. I feel like I look like a douchebag if I wear nice clothes.
Okay.
So I'd rather dress more semi-casually on like dates or going out to bars or even shows. Because if I have like shows, I don't want to like look like, dude, I was so nervous. I had a T-shirt that said Florida the other day, and I was like, I don't even want to wear this on stage. So I wore my hoodie even though it was too hot. So I'm like sweating in like a tie-dyed hoodie because I'm like, I like looking hippie-ish and then saying things that aren't.
Sure.
I don't know. I feel like, but it's dumb. It's just me overthinking because none of it matters.
No.
Like, the audience is not thinking like he's wearing a Florida shirt. Fuck this guy.
Yeah, if you were too dressed up, then that would be something you might have to address. But I don't think anybody is just like Florida.
No, yeah.
Get
Well, it's
the
also
fuck
it's a
outta
fish
here.
shirt on, and I don't like fishing, but I like fishes.
Okay.
Like I like fishes. Like looking
Fish?
at them. Yeah,
Like, yeah.
Fish. I guess that's plural.
I was gonna say, I think
like
that's
fishies.
That's one that's both. Yeah,
Yeah, it can be
yeah.
both.
singular and plural.
yeah.
English
But I
is
like
stupid.
fish. Like I like aquariums.
I'm scared, dude. I'm scared of fish.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're scared of a lot of things. I'm inviting the guy who has the biggest penis in the world on Morning Good, and Patty's like scared to be in the apartment while he comes over.
I said, tell me when he's here. I don't want to be here.
For a half second, I thought you were saying that it was him.
No,
like,
no,
and I
no,
was
no,
like,
no,
wow,
no.
damn,
Still
dude, good
number
for
4.
you, dude. Yeah.
I'm still number 4 on the world ranking.
You're gonna be in your room, and be like, Patty, we have guests. Come say, I don't want it. Patty, come say hello, just like a kid.
How
Yeah.
pissed do you think that? Because like, there had to be a point in time where the guy who had the biggest penis was usurped.
By a child.
Yeah.
Just some Taiwanese child
Like,
kicking
who do you
a
even
soccer ball
complain
in
about
dirt.
that to?
I think like
Yeah.
the CIA comes to your house and they're like, we have terrible news, sir.
Yeah.
They come in with like briefcases and documents. They're like, look.
Brian, we told you this day would come.
Yeah.
You knew it's gonna happen.
Yeah. America no longer needs you.
Yeah.
They just take like a foreskin crown off of his head. It's time to circumcise the throne.
Yeah, you can only be. You have to be non-circumcised. So that
You
when-
got to get that extra length.
Yeah,
dude.
exactly. When you lose your crown, you lose your foreskin. That's what
yeah.
happens. Them's the rules.
Yeah, they cut
Well, I think he was trying to
They-
make an argument against the guy in Mexico. There's like a guy in Mexico that has a bigger penis apparently, and he's like, that guy's like all foreskin. Like he's like, he gets all like terminology. Like,
Yeah,
he's like,
yeah.
bro, this guy's a fucking cheater. He's all skin.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Pull it,
probably-
yank it back, dude.
I wonder, does he stay in shape to keep the biggest penis? Like to add that extra like half inch?
Oh yeah, because it's like
yeah. How big are we talking? Like how long?
It's 13.5. It's pretty big. He won't look at a picture of it because
Whoa.
he's secretly gay or something.
That's
I just
crazy.
like calling people secretly gay when they won't do things. They're
Well,
gays.
there becomes a point when like a penis turns into a wild animal.
Yeah.
And I'm not really that interested.
So like, you can't even get like you can get hard, quote unquote, but like it's not like it's standing
Yeah.
at attention.
It'd be funny if he passes out every time he gets hard because the blood is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
honestly, how much is there to
He has
fill
to,
that
like,
thing up?
Like a Red Cross has to show up and hook him up to like 5 different bags.
Jesus.
He's just like Bane, but he's got like bags of blood attached to him, just pumping into him.
Oh my God. 13 and a half. That's crazy. That's wild.
yeah.
That's a lot.
Does he do porn?
No, I don't think so. It's so funny
Because
too.
nobody can receive him, basically?
They're very tasteful pictures.
Yeah.
Every nude I've had of him is like it looks like a Time magazine photograph where you see somebody. It's like the white background. He's just kind of
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a
prom pic or senior like class pictures.
just like
yeah.
a Jason Derulo album cover.
Yeah.
Just like got bitch's hands on his chest.
Yeah. It's so funny
Piped
too
out.
because I think his bio is average in almost every way or something like that.
That's fun.
average guy. Yeah, his face looks so normal. At first, I thought he was the self-proclaimed biggest penis, which is the funniest thing to do. But like,
Yeah.
wasn't like releasing any.
That's
pictures.
Ryan O'Toole.
Yeah.
Yeah, anybody can be that. Anybody can be the self-proclaimed.
It's
Yeah.
just so funny to say I have the biggest penis in the world and like not even like let people see it. Be like, no, why? I don't even have to show it.
Yeah.
I love lies like that are clearly lies. But the person's so committed to it. I love that.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like, no, I have the biggest cock. He's like, well, prove it. No, dude, I just
There's
do.
always people that are like, I have the biggest penis, but you never hear a woman who's like, I have the greatest, biggest pussy in the world.
just the fattest lips.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, this is a match for that man.
Yeah. It just looks like that, you know, that like Venus flytrap from Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah.
It's like that hanging down.
Well, then there was a British one. It's so funny because like the way this came up is I saw there was a British show where this guy had like the biggest penis on there, and he's all shy, and he's like, Like he just got look at his face.
Was it a penis-related show, or was he?
It was literally like Regis or Ryan and Kel. Whatever. It was like it looked like the most tame morning show. Like it looked like they were probably petting labradoodles before that.
Yeah.
And then the next thing was just the guy with the biggest penis. It looks
really.
I've never seen the show, but it looks so out of context. And there's just this hot British woman. She's so empathetic. She's like, "You probably got like bullied as a kid." And she's like this babe, and he's like, "Yeah, he's pretty tough. He's pretty tough having the biggest cock in England." And it's so funny. He's just like, he looks like he's gonna cry on the show.
Yeah,
I'm like, what is this?
Their bullies are just the opposite of us.
Yeah.
It's just
Hey,
like,
heard you got a big cock over there.
heard you got a big hog, you fucking loser.
Stop, it's not that big.
Dude, that's
I
gotta
swear to God,
be.
he shrivels when it's cold.
That is like a tough life because like all of their booking is just people wanting to talk about and like see their penis. You know,
I should have him on and just ask about everything else about his life.
Yeah.
I bet you he just found some other hobby.
yeah, there's something. There's got to be something in there.
Yeah.
There's got to be things he can't do.
Yeah.
There's not gonna be things he can do. He can probably nail things in with his penis.
He's probably really good at like holding the subway doors open.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I got you.
It's just trailing behind him. I would like it because like when you're like listening to a radio show and they're doing an interview, they'll do like 4 questions and then they'll be like, yeah, well, so we're on with Bill Belichick, former head coach of the New England Patriots. But if you do it with this guy, it's just like, yeah, so we're here with the guy with the biggest penis in the entire world. So what are your thoughts on Gaza? Like, completely go like, wait, what?
Oh, he runs a sports show, apparently. I think he runs some show about the Knicks, so he lives in New York. Wait, let me pull him up. I've heard he has the funniest Instagram bio. Okay. He came in international attention in 1999 because he claimed that he has the largest penis in the world, which he claims is 13.5 inches long when erect. Now, I've seen it. It looks pretty big. Falcon is not authorized or permitted independent verification of this figure.
His name is Falcon?
Jonah Falcon.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so cool,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. But he just looks like a regular kind of like
Oh,
nerdy
yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Early life, was born in Greenpoint Hospital. Okay.
He has a Wikipedia
Falcon
page?
at the time claimed that his biological father was porn star John Holmes, who was famous for his... This is now getting interesting. Oh, okay. Interesting. Huh. But family members have dismissed this. It's so funny.
Family members. His dad. Bro, I told you, you don't have the biggest cock.
I did his diapers every morning.
Average cock on this kid.
He recounts that when he was in the 5th grade, his schoolmates saw his penis, which 8 inches at the time, while he changed the bathroom stall. Falcon states that he was able to perform autofellatio at age of 10. Jesus, this guy's just sucking his own dick.
Dude, those poor children.
They had to see his penis.
When you see an 8-inch flaccid
It
penis
says
on a
9 kids in an elementary school committed suicide after seeing Falcon's penis.
Shut the fuck.
They just all hang themselves off the monkey bars. They're like,
I feel like an egg on my face for actually believing that.
yeah, both of you guys had this look on your face. You guys were like,
Part of me was just like, I mean, yeah, I could see it.
I can see kids just not understanding it, but teachers killing themselves.
yeah, the gym coach just brought himself in the you get it.
He's the center of multiple teacher-child relation scandals. And it's just like, I wonder why.
Yeah. Falcon enrolled at East Harlem. Okay, that's good. He's going to be more average there. That's where he needs people like him.
And
Pulls
other
pulls out a dick. They're like, look at your little ass dick. You got the smallest dick I ever seen. I didn't know they made him that small.
He's also going to not be the only guy named Falcon in his neighborhood now.
Yeah, exactly. It's so funny. This is just like documenting his different dick size at different times in his voice. At 15, it was 10.5. I'm like,
wow.
did he go to college? I want other information on the man.
He must have been measuring that thing every day, dude.
Jesus,
Oh, yeah.
dude.
After graduating from high school, he became an actor and a writer.
He probably had, instead of like the thing on where they measure your height on like the door frame, like he just had his dick like going down and down.
It's on the door, like instead of
on the counter.
The counter, like actually on the door, and it
Yeah.
swings out.
Falcon hosted an hour-long cable television show devoted to the Yankees called Talking Yankees, hosted by John Falcon.
He's yanking something, that's for sure.
He had an
Jesus
hour-long
Christ.
talk show where they counted every inch of his penis.
That's to enter. Okay, Samantha Bee attempted to convince Falcon to enter the porn industry. He refused, saying just the easy way out. Interesting.
Wait, who tried to convince him?
And that he wished to pursue more decent acting careers.
Who tried to convince him?
Samantha Bee.
Isn't she like a comedian? Did she have like a show on Comedy
Yeah.
Central or something?
Yeah.
Why was she trying to convince him to do porn?
Because she's a goddamn whore.
Yeah, Michael, why don't you know more about this article you just read for the
I
first
just read it right off my phone. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just accusing you.
He could probably go fishing with his penis. Just
He
whack
probably
him around.
could, dude.
Yeah.
He could probably create a tornado with his dick. Just swirling.
Catch me.
Jesus.
But no, yeah. As I was saying, I started with fish. I do like aquariums.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. I like looking at, especially the different colorful ones. It's nice.
I don't mind fish, but I hate like deep ocean shit. Scares the fuck out of me.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
fear. I think it's called like thalassophobia or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
And it's like there's just a video of like someone swimming and you just see like a huge fish like come underneath.
Yeah. No.
Oh, that's a tough one for me.
Interesting.
It's terrifying to me. I've tried to. I haven't tried it as a bit. I've thought about it, but like the scariest part of the ocean is that on land I have to worry about here, and here.
Yeah.
The ocean is down. Like I'm like from like you're not walking down the sidewalk and just being like, I hope a murderer doesn't come up from beneath me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a good point.
that's
It's like every angle it could come from.
Everywhere.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
have to constantly.
There's like
concerned.
diagonal sharks coming down and shit. That's really scary.
Yeah.
Diagonal sharks. That's pretty sick.
That's a sick band.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude. Yeah, I think they're playing at fucking the Knitting Factory tomorrow. Like,
when I was in like I think it was like my senior year of high school, I was very afraid of fish, so I tried to quell my fear by like fishing every day. So like me and my
That's
friends
just killing them. It's not really like
but just like putting them I would like put them back in and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like every day me and my friends would go and fish. And I remember one time I was fishing out of a kayak and I caught like a huge bass and I felt it. I was like, oh my God. And I'm like starting to panic. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I got to take this thing off the hook and
Yeah.
touch it and all that. And I pull it out and it's a big largemouth bass and it's pregnant. Like it's got like a big stomach on it.
whoa.
And
He's probably been hanging out with Falcon.
yeah, probably. yeah, the bait. And I picked it up and it's like really heavy and I grabbed it and like it just jumped and I freaked out and threw it over my shoulder and it just hit right onto a rock and died.
You just gave a fish an abortion.
I gave a fish a full life
Yeah.
ending.
Jesus, Dr. Death over here,
Yeah.
man.
Crazy.
It was like very upsetting and everyone
did you feel bad
all
about
of my
that?
friends got very mad at me.
I used to be. I'm really empathetic to animals now, but when I was a kid, I was like pretty violent with animals. Like
Yeah.
I would throw lizards. Like there's this what do you call it? Like this is like horrendous. I committed like lizard genocide. Like this is really dark. So you know how there's these little. I didn't know that animals had feelings, but for some reason I thought my toys had feelings. But
I don't think animals do have feelings.
I think they do.
they can feel. You don't think they can feel pain?
Oh, they can feel pain, but they're not like.
Also, who am I to be like the
Ooh.
god deciding what lizards live and die? Like, it's so fucking insane. But there's this fan, like an outdoor air conditioning unit. Do you know what those look like?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would like put lizards in like the middle and watch like out like not like a ton of them, but yeah, it's pretty dark, and then just kind of throw them down there.
And they go,
What the
"Yeah,"
fuck,
where they
dude?
like get sawed up.
Yeah. It was pretty crazy.
Jesus.
Yeah. It
That's
was pretty
pretty bad.
fucked up. Yeah.
Your dad's just like, why is the fucking air conditioner broke again?
Yeah. I did it a couple times.
Yeah,
but,
sorry. Just French revolutioning these fucking
Oh,
lizards.
yeah. I feel guilty about that just randomly. Just like
Yeah.
randomly in my life, I'm just like taking a shit. I'm like, God, who was I to decide
Well,
the fate
that-
of those lizards?
That at least makes you a good person.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I feel
'cause
like
they
the
know
people that do that grow up to like have humans underneath their bed. Like,
Yeah.
you deviated pretty well. That's nice.
Yeah, but they still haunt me every night.
Yeah.
I just in the middle of the night, I just feel lizards
They're on
crawling
me.
around my body. Yeah. Ghost
Again.
lizards.
Yeah. No wonder you woke up in a full fucking
Yeah,
flop
sweat,
sweat.
yeah.
You got all the lizards crawling on you again, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that was terrifying. Oh, one thing I saw the water was crazy. Was like I saw like somebody took a dog scuba diving with they put a scuba diving mask on it and took it under. I was like, dogs see black and white. So that had to be like the most unimpressive thing when it's just looking at a coral reef and there's no
Just the
colors.
scariest thing ever
Yeah,
for
yeah,
a dog.
Yeah. Also, try to explain the concept of underwater to a dog. Like they have no idea.
Here. This kind of sucks.
Yeah. This is kind of low-key ass right now. Like,
All they want to do is smell. And they can't smell
They
shit.
can't smell.
Yeah.
It's like they for sure like pilled it up. Like there's no way they didn't give it a bunch of dog Xanax. Or
Yeah.
I'm gonna say dogs. It's just Xanax probably.
It's so funny, just like going scuba diving with your dead dog, like a taxidermy dog.
Here you go, buddy.
Its legs are just kind of.
It's just a stiff thing. Yeah,
I promised
floating.
we'd go to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Dude, also, if I was a big old shark and I saw a dog kind of struggling around,
Yeah.
Oh, that'd
that's
be
like
so tasty.
Yeah, I've
dude.
never eaten one of those.
Yeah.
Ooh, a hairy fish.
Yeah.
Nice.
Got a fur on this guy.
Yeah.
Dude, the other thing that freaks me out about like is like the fucking snakes that can be in water.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
snake, or like the huge giant one, like that you can't even get your arms around, and then
Yeah.
those are just swim. Oh,
Well,
I
you
hate
and
that.
this is both you. Okay, so like we have this lake, the lake I would go to in Florida.
Lake gay sex.
Yeah, dude.
He was a lifeguard.
Do not resuscitate my cock.
Lake gay sex. What did
Nice
you
way to
guys?
talk to your friends.
What did you guys do?
We would we have basically we'd take the smallest boy and put our dicks in his ass. But sorry, I'm a lifeguard, dude.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Yeah, you make the rules as the lifeguard.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Just Michael blowing the whistle.
All right.
Throws a life preserver, puts a condom on.
You know,
We gotta
Out of the water, everybody out of the water, just putting a condom on my penis.
they always have like the rules for the pool or like for the thing or whatever, and then when Michael's on duty, he like rips off like a Velcro strip, and it's just like must be fucked in ass like to gain admittance, and it's just like lifeguard is definitely on duty.
I have
Like,
sunblock on the tip of my nose and the tip of my penis.
Yeah. Nice.
But no, we have this lake called like Lake Maitland. In the middle of it's an island called Dog Island, and it's like what you do is you basically just like hang out in the sandy like area, but that would fucking freak you out because you're basically like either knee or waist deep in lake water. And
Yeah.
it's like fucking snakes, and you feel fish just go against your like.
Yeah, that drives me nuts, dude.
I also don't like those types of lakes where like the dirt that you're standing on is like the super squishy.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
this is shit
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
feeling.
dude, you'll hit, like,
Yeah.
We had to clean out my friends. What are the things that look like hot dogs, cattails or whatever?
Yeah,
is
yeah.
a type of
Cat,
fish?
cat nine tails or whatever they're called. Yeah.
That's a whip.
No, that's a whip.
Yeah.
It's completely different.
Oh.
But anyways, we had to clean out these weeds things. It was the most disgusting smell because you're pulling them like from deep down.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I was just in mush. That was
Yeah.
probably like a great way to get bit by snakes.
And it makes like that sound
Yeah,
like when
yeah.
you pull something.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't hate that.
Yeah.
Hate it.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that. I'm probably more comfortable than most people.
Yeah.
But probably still like it's fucking gross.
That's disgusting, but if a woman was like, my pussy is like the bottom of a lake, I would get so hard. I'd be like, I know exactly what you mean.
There's that meme. It's like goth girl peed in the pool, and it's like somebody just diving into the pool.
Ugh, God.
Yeah, my cousin lives on a lake, and they would do a thing every year called Stranded, where there's like this little island in the middle, and they just go out and they bring a bunch of coolers and like speakers and tents and stuff, and they stay there all weekend. And I did it one time. I went like the first night, and I got so fucked up, and I just slept like with my head like on sand, and I woke up and it was like 98, just beating directly onto my body. And I was like, hey, I'm gonna run back to like my dad's camper. Like, do you need anything? And he was like, no, I'm good. I'll see you later. And I just like got in a kayak and went over, and I never went back. I just didn't tell him. I was like, I need out. I was like so
that sounds
exhausted.
awful.
But they're like different people up there. They just go with the flow.
Where's this at?
This was in like kind of near like Utica.
Okay.
So it's like the Adirondacks, like really, really nice lakes. But yeah, they just like live in the woods. They would just open like a can of corned beef and hash and just like eat it raw. I'm like, you guys are
Ugh.
crazy.
See, I want to do more stuff like that. Like we, I don't know. I need like a 3-day weekend of like just outdoor.
Yeah.
Dude, the outdoors rip. My family, like probably starting, I don't know, 15 years ago or so, like all of our family vacations became like just going to national parks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's so cool.
You guys camp?
Not really. No, like we'll stay. Like we half camped when we went to Yosemite. We stayed like in the valley, but it was like the walls were wood, but then it was just like a canvas roof.
Yeah.
And so it still got like fucking cold in there.
Yeah.
Like you had to go to like a private, like a separate bathroom and whatnot. So that was pretty close. But for the most part, we'll like we hotel it, especially. Yeah.
It's definitely better.
Oh yeah.
5 minutes into camping, you're like, why the fuck am I doing
Oh,
this?
it's the worst.
Well, that's just like the trap of stand-up. It's like in my mind, I'm like, oh, I can't go camping a week. It's like I can't. That would
Right.
just ruin my career.
Right.
It's so fucking ridiculous. I'm like, I should go camp. I need to like.
Go do something else. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would strengthen your career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
I
out
become a
there.
camping comic. I go on
Yeah.
stage with like just like.
You know when your thermos is not sealed down properly when you park the camper?
We've all been there. This guy knows what I'm talking about. Yeah.
We were doing a bit, me and Dan, the other night, just like the most unrelatable comic, but acts like it is. It's like, you know when your uncle puts mustard in your ears? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Just
Yeah.
saying things that are...
Classic Uncle Jester.
Yeah.
You really live by the name.
He doesn't even have a real name. Yeah, like it's also not a real name. Like Uncle Spelunk, you know, this guy. He's a
Yeah.
real character. But yeah, dude, the outdoors rip.
Yeah, no, it's like I need to just like be able to relax and do a thing. I don't know. I just like, yeah, it's stupid. Now I'm doing better, so I'm like, you know what? I can fucking chill.
Yeah, you don't even have to go. Like, obviously, like West Coast kicks the shit out of East Coast in terms of like. I mean, there are people that are just like the Blue Ridge Mountains are great. I'm like, yeah, they're great until you've seen the Rocky Mountains, and you're like,
Dude,
oh, this
yeah.
is ass.
I
Like
did
this
shrooms
sucks.
and went hiking in Boulder. It was the most amazing
It's
experience. And that's not
awesome.
even. I don't know. Is that the Rockies?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
in Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you have
absolutely.
like an interesting shirt on or something when you did
You know
that?
this story. Yeah. Anyways, we'll move on.
Yeah, did you?
I don't repeat anything. I try not to repeat anything that I've ever said before.
Oh,
I've started using different languages on each episode just so I don't have any.
That's no crossover. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't even have to go like upstate, like the Adirondacks. Like you're like that.
It's
that's
nice.
beautiful. Or like
It's
going
really
up to
nice.
Maine.
Well, I
Like
had
it's
one
the
of the funnest
shit.
days. Were you there with me?
When?
It was me, Leland, Adam Christopher, Graham Cooper.
This sounds like something I would be at.
We went hiking in upstate one day.
I've definitely. Oh yeah, I think you were there. Did you get lost or like
We got-
a group got like we separated and like had to like find it? I don't remember.
We were out for too long in the park ranger.
Yes.
Like, I was so
Yeah.
you were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, we're so worried about you and stuff
Yeah.
like that. They're like, a bunch of people killed themselves in this park. We were worried you guys did like a group suicide or something like that. We're like,
like
I don't know if
no,
this-
we're just retarded. Like
Yeah,
we just don't know where we're going.
that's my favorite.
Where'd you guys hike? Brokeback Mountain? Heard it's a long way to the top.
Do you feel strong when you? I can't even. I'm so bad at faking serious.
What is the name of that mountain though? I know the one you guys probably went to.
Buttfuck Ridge.
Is it in
Yeah.
like Pleasantville? Off the Metro North?
You trying to say metrosexual?
No,
And then
no.
Pleasant 'cause it's
Pleasantville
gay
is a
sexy
stop.
dudes?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, but it was so funny too because I remember I had like Adderall in my wallet, and Christopher's like, "Oh, I love one," and he just takes one, and it was just to go like hiking. It's just such a weird thing. He's just taking pictures.
And that well, thank you very much.
yeah.
Just counting every step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Shit. I stumbled.
But yeah, well, dude, I wanted to pull up my dreams.
Oh yeah.
This is also probably somebody else's podcast.
Actual dreams or like things that you want to accomplish?
No. These are just dreams I had.
Okay, so
I
like
told you that funny one, dude. I had this dream last night that my friend Gabby, who did the cover art for this podcast, very nice woman, but I had a dream that she had this art piece with a hole in it, and I like fucked it as a joke, and nobody thought it was funny, and like everybody was like genuinely mad at me. And like not a single person thought it was funny. I was like, come on, I just put my dick in it for a second. There was a hole. Isn't that kind of silly? And everybody's just like, no part of me thinks.
you know
that's-
what is annoying? I find annoying is
when people
that
fuck
could,
art pieces.
Dude, but that could honestly be. I could easily see that as being
That's
like
why the Mona Lisa is always frowning.
yeah.
People keep fucking her.
Yeah, she's just unimpressed. Call me when you have 13 and a half,
Until
baby,
they
you
put
know?
me in the Museum of Urban Art, I won't have a smile on my face.
But I could easily see that being like a new performance art piece where it's just
Somebody
like
fucking
come
art.
and fuck my art hole or something.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds like something an OnlyFans model would do. It's like in a museum where it's just her pussy against a glory hole and different guys come in and have sex with it.
Yeah. But it's like a paint. You know how like there's the paintings where you can put your face in. So it's just like one of those where it's like a happy family, and then like down at the bottom it's just a pussy.
Yeah, like the strong man.
It's just the
and,
dog's mouth.
It's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What is going on over there?
But it's so funny too because I remember my cousin was in. My cousin. There's always like a cousin involved. People that wouldn't normally hang around the same people, but just people are related there for some reason. And I remember my cousin just being he's just like that. Just really wasn't funny. And I was like, dude, you're no longer the cool cousin. I was like, I really like
you're
you.
mistaken.
Yeah.
That was fucking hilarious.
It was like I asked like not 30, but I asked every single person. I was like, "Isn't this funny?" And every single person goes, "That's not cool." They're just. I was like, "Fuck you guys! It's kind of funny."
They're not even pissed. They're just disappointed.
Yeah.
They're just like,
Come
come on, man.
Is that what woke you up eventually? Was the realizing that everyone was unhappy with you?
Yeah.
Because I feel like if it was me, I would have woken up when I busted in the portrait.
I didn't bust. It was like 1 second. It was it was like I put it through like the pizza box and like a
And
porno.
you're like,
Yeah, it wasn't even a sexual thing. I was just like, "Hey guys, isn't this silly? My dick's inside the thing. The hole fits perfectly."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and then I had, dude. Then the next one was, I was like headlining a college, and everybody was just walking around the campus, and like nobody, like I started doing crowd work, and then everybody's getting up and like walking around in different directions of the room. It's like not a single person's listening, but I'm like 23 minutes into the set. It's like the most obnoxious thing.
The sad thing is like when dreams like that can actually become a reality.
Yeah.
Like that's a story that people have told on podcasts.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh, for sure.
Like chances are you're not going to get a chance to fuck a painting in your life. So you will never have to make that mistake.
I think it's more likely I do that than headline a college.
Well, I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I don't think I'm a very college-acty guy.
Yeah.
Probably not.
But I don't know, dude. When I was in college, like Tom Segura came and stuff like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I'm always saying you guys are on the same level.
Yeah,
you guys are like the exact
I'm just saying
same.
he's not like he's a dirty comedian.
I understand what you're saying.
They should start making like TVs with like a pussy built into it.
That you could see. People have been trying to come up with this idea for it. It's like nothing. Just have sex with
just
guys.
go.
We're trying to sidestep this by 1,000 different ways. Like, what about a doll? What about a flashlight you could fuck? What about like a pillow that looks like a lady you could hump? It's like, no, nothing will ever come close to having sex with a woman.
Yeah. You know what they always make like a fake woman with it's like a blow up woman with like a pocket pussy.
Yeah.
What they should have is like the pussy is fake, you know? They should have like a real pussy, like a real woman, and then just like a plastic everything else. So like you don't have to like talk or interact.
Yeah.
You're describing like the Kardashians. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
I remember
That's
being
my
a kid and
kinda
I
lady.
was so excited because I was like, how old do you have to be to buy a sex doll? They're like 18. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. I was like, not even excited because like in my mind when I was a kid, I didn't realize that you could just have I didn't realize like women like are excited. I thought it was gonna be like the most impossible thing to have sex with a woman. So I was like, I can watch pornography, I can have sex with it. And it was
I'll be okay.
Yeah. And that's when blow up dolls were like the like shitty one. Like they're not like sex dolls. Like, dude, I'll get one of those like inflated. But still have never had sex with one.
Yeah.
But I think I will just to know what it's like.
Just to try it.
Yeah. Well, I think you're at a point in your life where you can do that.
This might be the most point in my life that I can't do that right now. But like they were just basically like those inflatable alien, like you get at like a carnival. It's like that with a hole in its mouth, and you're like, hell yeah, brother.
It's that hard rubber. Where like the seam comes together and it's like really rough. And you're like,
that's
oh
what
god,
I feel like the lips of the vagina would be like the two plastic edges, like you know what I'm talking about. There's always like a rough thing there.
Yeah, they have like the glue or whatever.
I would love if you got that, and I come home and you're just holding like a deflated doll. And I'm like, "What happened, Michael?" And you're like, "She said it was okay if I put it in her ass."
She's just in the corner facing away, just like I can't look at him anymore.
I always wanted.
I come back home. There's just a blow up doll at the corner, like waiting for a cab. Guess this one didn't stick around.
It's just sitting on the couch with its arms folded, just like.
Our other roommate,
Michael's like, "This never happened."
The other roommate, has to hear me say like, "No, I swear, dude, I swear to God, recently my dick didn't get hard. I'm pretty sure I started bringing out my dead friends at one point. Like, I'm like, now my friends died like 3 years ago." And like,
dude, that is so true. Every like thing that could, most of like my therapy, like the problems I realize in my life are the things I end up saying like in the moment to a girl when I have a soft dick.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know, like I was like Catholic, so I have Catholic guilt. And then I'm just like, and then I'm like, Catholic guilt. Ooh, there's one for the
This is
chamber.
actually the Pope's fault that I can't get hard right now.
dude. Pope John, dude.
Dude, we were watching Pope's Exorcist the other day. Fucking
Great movie.
I only got the last 20 minutes, and I was like, fuck yes.
Yeah.
Russell Crowe just on a Vespa. That's where I sent that picture.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Speaking Italian.
Yeah.
So fucking sick, dude.
Yeah, to some demons, dude. It was sick.
Damn.
Yeah.
So all of your dreams are either stand-up related or you fucking something?
No, well, the other one was me on a...
That's kind of Michael's life.
Yeah, that's really. I was like, I mean, damn, dude, your subconscious should fucking deviate a little more. Like,
That's
we're
why
a
I
little,
was so excited.
little
when we started
close
talking
to
about
home
fish.
here.
I'm like, let me just get a little something else in my brain besides this.
Right.
The other one was we were watching where I was on a bus and there was a Hannibal Lecter movie that had the most disturbing thing I've ever seen in my whole entire life, and it was in my dream. So it was somebody whose face was sewn back together like a zipper, and they were like suffocating, but they could sort of breathe through like the stitches in the thing. So like they had no eyes or no mouth; they were just suffocating on that. And I couldn't use my phone on the bus, so I had to just watch this movie. And I was like, "Can I please watch something else?" They're like, "No, sir, you can't be on your phone. This is the in-bus movie. You have to watch this horrendous Hannibal Lecter movie." And I'm like, "Sucks."
God damn.
I don't have like a lot of sex dreams, but like one of them, I had this dream that like there was this friend of mine who was like, he kind of left my life when I stopped drinking. He was one of those friends like you realize like, oh, this was our relationship.
Yeah.
And he was in this dream and he was always like crazy, like doing crazy stuff. And we were like on a night drinking and he's like, I'm going to suck my own dick. And I'm like, all right, dude, go for it. And he lays there and he starts sucking his own dick, but then he starts choking and like it's like stuck. And I'm just in this like
CPR.
I'm like in this moral
choking on his own dick.
I'm in this moral quandary. I'm like, I want to help him, but I don't want to touch his dick. And I just fucking let him die, dude. And I woke up and I felt so guilty. I was like, my homophobia killed my friend.
That's so
Not
funny,
the fact
dude.
that he sucked his own dick like in the street, but
And with such veracity that
he
it got
couldn't get
lodged
it
in his
out,
trachea. Like, holy
Dude,
fuck.
That's also like, it's so funny too, because you do feel that after dreams. You feel like
Yeah.
you're that person. Like I've had dreams where like I rat people out. It's like the bad guys. I'm talking to the bad guys. Like, I'm actually one of you. I'll tell you where the good guys are. And then I'm like, shit, is that who I am as a person?
and they're like, wait, I thought we were the good guy.
Yeah.
yeah, but I'll like believe that for a little bit.
Yeah.
And
They stick with you, dude.
yeah.
They're pretty powerful.
I had the weirdest dream I ever had was like I just was in like a long room and it was like blank except there was like a table at the other end of it and there was just somebody sitting at the table. It was like this dark-haired woman and like her face was kind of like shadowed by her hair and she was kind of like looking down and so I like kind of like walked toward her and then she kind of like looks up at me and she has like black eyes and she just looks at me and she just points and she just tells me go back down and I'm like what and she's like you know what to do and then I woke up and I'm like what the fuck was that?
That's
dude
intense.
It was crazy. I was like go back.
I think it means you got to be more general in the oral department.
yeah. it's my wife.
more
Scooby Doo style takes a mask off.
But some dreams are like the scariest. I had to kill my mom in a dream because she was a zombie, and I was like, I don't want to do this. I had to like choke my mom to death.
Yeah, I was like, is this
That's how you'd kill a zombie?
I didn't have guns at the time.
Okay.
My favorite is I used to have this. There's this Jamaican guy that would mow my lawn, and his name was Ollie.
easy?
And
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kidding.
yeah. But I had a dream. He was like a zombie, and he had a chainsaw. And he goes, "Sorry, man, but I got to kill ya." And then he just puts the chainsaw inside me. I don't know why the zombie was using a chainsaw, but I remember I was getting killed by him. I was like, "No, Ollie, we're friends." But yeah. What was it? Yeah, I used to have this repetitive monster in my dream. And it's like the Louis. It was so weird because I saw that episode of Louis, and it's like the same shit where there's like this weird skin monster. Like I had that. This thing had like no arms, or no, it had legs, but it had no arms and like sort of this, like a skin face. Kind of like the thing I was describing earlier. And it was just, it would run, and it was like had a mangina, and it would run naked at me. And it was just this.
Whoa.
dude.
But it would like repeatedly come up.
I think that means
That's
you're finally a
wild.
woman.
Jesus. Gross, dude.
Yeah, I have just fucking terrifying things. I had one without the ring, I remember, and it felt so real. It was like the girl came out of the thing and was like choking me, and it was like a very like I could not shake her off.
Did you ever?
Oh, then I have really fucked up ones about my dead friends where they come back as like zombies and shit. It's pretty disturbing. Yeah, I have a very like gruesome. I had a night terror like a week ago about like one of my dead friends like dangling over my bed, and I like screamed in the middle of the night. It's so weird then going out the rest of your day. You're like, what, me? Yeah, no, I'm fine. Just had a dream my friend who hung himself was hanging over
2
my
cream,
bed.
1 sugar.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Extra shot of espresso, please. Yeah.
That like faceless entity you described, though, that's like a common thing.
Yes.
That's like a thing that is in multiple people's dreams.
Well, it's also in. Have you seen Pan's Labyrinth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Gotcha.
maybe there's a little subconscious stuff.
Well, this was before I saw Pan's Labyrinth,
Okay.
and then my brother snuck into the movie. It's like 2 seconds of it, and I was like, "Oh, that's the shit that I sort of like see in my." It doesn't look exactly like that, but that's like a common just sort of.
Sure. Do you guys
Yeah.
ever have the one where you're sitting in the backseat of a car and you look up and no one's driving, but the car's like moving? I used to have that one a lot as a kid.
Yeah, I have like the one where you're in a vehicle and it's clear it's out of your control,
Yeah.
and then it's just going like headlong off a cliff or something.
Yeah.
And then like you wake up. Like,
Yeah.
I get that one a lot. I also get the one where like I think this is just from like playing sports in high school, but it's either like some kind of baseball or football or whatever just comes right at your face, and like right as it's gonna hit you, you like jump away.
Yeah.
I guess
That
my
was me
dad
just
has
trying
that.
to catch football. I'm so unathletic, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. I have this visual thing where it disappears when it's like there's some name for it, but it literally disappears when I get thrown something. When it's 5 feet away, it completely disappears. So I have to like have my arm centered if I have to catch a football, like and hope that it lands exactly where.
Oh, is it like a spatial retardation?
Yeah. That's probably what
The
it is.
technical term.
Spatial retardation is the only like disease you can have that makes you sound like an astronaut.
Neil Armstrong, big spatial retard.
Yeah, spatial retard. Oh my God, the Milky Way!
It really is made of cheese.
It is made of cheese.
Dude, what's his name was telling me? Tilson was telling me there was a Howard Stern. There's this guy named Gary the Retard who they have on Howard Stern, and they did an episode where
But they're not really burying the lead there.
But they had an episode where they brought him. They made him think he went to outer space, and everybody's like, "That's fucked up." I'm like, that's actually maybe the nicest,
The
thing
kindest
You could do.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's actually
yeah.
a really nice thing to do.
They all want to be astronauts, but until we make technology that a helmet can fit around that neck, we're not getting them up there.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of like mentally handicapped people in like a launch, and they're like, boosters, boosters. Guy in the booth, he's like, thruster. Okay, I think we're ready for launch. Like, okay, 3, 2, 1. The rocket just exploded. It doesn't even get off the ground.
The mentally challenger.
It just tips over.
They get to the moon and they brought no supplies because they thought it was made out of cheese.
Yeah.
All the food we need.
I like
all
the
the
idea.
tortilla chips.
I like the idea of the like them not even trying very hard. Where they're like, all right, we're gonna send you to the moon. They just like, all right, close your eyes, and then they just like spin them around a bunch of times, and they're like, you're here. Like, you made it. Like, we're all here together.
Wow. I can feel
I listened
the
to one
gravity.
randomly yesterday. It was just a TikTok of like in like 97 or 98 that like a serial killer called into Stern
Really?
and was just like talking and just like, yeah, like I murder prostitutes.
I mean, nobody has gotten less interesting than Howard Stern.
Sure.
Like,
Well, like it's podcasts, dude. Like he used to be like he was like the edgy. Like my parents hated Howard Stern,
Yeah.
and so like for a while I was like, oh, that he must just be a bad guy. And then
Yeah.
you're as an adult, and you're like, oh no, that guy was like kicking ass.
Yeah.
Like when no one else was saying that kind of shit or doing crazy guests and stuff.
And it's like I just think the only one doing. I mean, it's totally a different field, but the guy who does Soft White Underbelly is like I think that vein. It's not comedic, but it's
Sure.
like this guy interviews like prostitutes, heroin addicts, like pedophiles,
Yeah.
clan members,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Just like
Mhm.
all kinds of pimps. And stuff
Yeah.
like that. And that's like it's a totally different thing. But I'm like interviewing. I don't know. I think personally, like you shouldn't be. I mean, CNN interviewed Osama bin Laden.
Yeah.
So it's like everybody likes to get on their high horse. They're like, oh, this person interviewed this person. It's like, dude, who fucking. You're having a conversation with somebody and you're not paying them. I don't understand why there's this weird sort of like dilemma with. I heard John Morgan wanted to do this thing. He's this injury insurance guy. You've probably seen his signs around, but he's very awesome. He's from Orlando. I'm trying to get him on the podcast, but he was trying to set up an amusement park where they shipped Charles Manson to Orlando, Florida. And he was behind a glass wall, and he was like trying to find out if there's a way you could have a thing where you could go talk to Charles Manson,
Whoa.
which is fucking cool.
He's
That's
also
like having
just-
Magneto, dude. You can't get too close. Don't listen to a word he says.
It's also I also think that that an injury defense lawyer like setting up an amusement park might have ulterior motives. Just like the
is
biggest
true.
moneymaker in history.
It just makes it really loose.
Yeah,
Charles Manson just
exactly.
get out and kill everybody.
Yeah. That or just like all of the rides like are never inspected. Like he's just trying to get the insurance money for the claims. Yeah, dude. That's cool.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm always like, I'm fascinated with interviews with all these people. But it is funny always the Ted Bundy one. He's just like, it was porn. Like, everything. And when I was a kid, I used to watch porn and get so freaked out. I'm like, well, looks like I'd watch a bunch of porn and be like, I guess I'm gonna become Ted Bundy. Like I thought it was like clearly like I thought you just reach a certain level of porn you watch and then you're just a serial killer.
Yeah.
Like I didn't realize. I mean, to be fair, I was also like killing lizards and stuff. So like,
You were showing signs. Like
something knocked me on the right path.
yeah,
so.
cause for concern, you know?
Dude, I have a very like
Small
interesting
penis?
smell on my fingers right now. You know when you
Let
like
me give it a shot.
No,
sure?
it's not good.
Let me see it. Okay, when was the last time? It's not your butthole or your balls or anything like that, right?
I don't know.
Okay, never mind.
I would not in all good faith hand my fingers over to you.
Real question. Not
Peanut butter.
I would say 90% of the time, if I'm at home or like, if I'm at home and I scratch, gotta check it out. Gotta check it out.
Yeah. If I feel like
Got
if I feel like a sweat down there, which there always is, then I'll give it a whiff. Yeah.
Yeah, just like, oh, how we doing?
Yeah. How's my
Feeling
balls
pretty good?
smell?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is kind of ironic that the only time I won't do that is like when I'm in the shower. Like
Sure.
Like so, it's the only time it's. So what I think what we want is that stank.
Yeah, a little stank,
Yeah,
dude.
we want that stank.
Little
I'm
aroma.
really good in the shower about cleaning my butthole. I'm borderline having gay sex with myself when I clean my butthole in the shower. I'm like literally just like fucking just the fingers go so far up my asshole.
Wow.
Really?
When I clean with soap, yeah, I don't know. Well, I take a lot of shits.
Doing an enema, like a self
Dude,
fucking
basically,
enema.
Yeah, I soap up my finger. I really clean my butthole.
Wow.
Like, really
Wow.
intensely.
Does that burn?
Because
I don't go
You know,
in.
you got to crack a few eggs to make an omelet, and I want to have the cleanest butthole in
Cleanest
town.
omelet in town.
Yeah.
But it's like I think the thing is like I shit and I have those. There's maybe something wrong with my butthole, but I shit and I wipe and I wipe and I wipe and it doesn't really like. I have to like wipe. I'm on the toilet for a while wiping. There's somebody called them marker shits because it's like a permanent marker.
Yeah.
Where it just keeps.
Yeah.
And then I use like little water from the sink on the toilet paper. I need to get just like wet wipes or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I do is I take a little squirt of witch hazel on the toilet paper.
What is this?
Like I wipe a bit, and then when I think I'm close, put a little witch hazel on. It's like it's like a topical cleaner kind of thing.
Like a salve?
Yeah, it's
almost?
it's like meant to like clean like out, not even clean out cuts, but like clean. Basically, just your butt. I think it's like your butt or anything on your skin that you want to like totally clean. So it smells kind of like alcohol, but it doesn't burn.
Okay.
Interesting.
And like you do that, like one, and it cleans, like it gets like a lot of it. And then you can do like a dry one after to make sure, but that works pretty good. But you got to make sure you're like close to the end.
Yeah.
But it's a good
Does it
test.
sting?
Step closer to
No, it doesn't sting.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Nice.
sting, and I've done it in all sorts of conditions. I
Wow.
will say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
No sting. So there you go, dude. Problem
Dang.
solved. Next problem.
Keep having weird dreams. The one dude, I'll have one too. When I was a kid, I used to have one that a train would go through my house or like a car.
Well, that one makes sense here because the train is
literally.
going
Also, my
through our
parents'
house.
house lived by a train, so.
Okay.
Interesting. Yeah. Did you ever have the falling one?
What was this?
Like where you're just falling?
No.
Interesting.
You ever had a lucid dream?
Dude, I was
All the
gonna
time.
fuck. Thank you. I was gonna ask that. Like, I can't fully lucid dream, like every time.
Yeah.
But there are times where I'm like, I can like fly,
Mm-hmm.
and while I'm doing that, I'm like, oh, I'm dreaming.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
yeah.
know this isn't real, And I've also had ones where like somebody's like coming at me and they're like gonna kill me, and I just kind of like go like this because I'm just like, if I go like this, I know this isn't, no one's actually coming to stab me right now.
Yeah.
And if I go like that, then I just wake up.
Oh, okay.
So like I can't fully control what I'm doing, but I have like, oh, I'm dreaming. This is not real.
right.
You know what's really fucked up? Every time I wake in the morning, I go, "Oh yeah, I don't have a girlfriend anymore." It's like the first thought I have every day for the last 7 months. I go, "Ah, shit, yeah, I really miss her."
You're just having lucid life. Yeah. You're like, fuck.
And so
man.
I never thought myself like that's the thought I had. That's how I start every single day. I
Yeah.
never woken up. Now I would say I'm not an unhappy person, but I never wake up happy.
I've never woken up remotely happy
Yeah,
once
yeah,
in
yeah.
my life.
Damn.
I go to bed happy sometimes. I'm like, That's why, like, dude, I've been looking for my socks for days, and I realized they're all deep in this couch. And
They're all over our living room.
That's what I do is I always get home and then I kick my socks off on the couch, and that's when I'm like, dude, I was watching Key and Peele the other night, and I was like, oh, dude, I just had the best fucking feeling in the world. Just like sinking into the couch,
Dude,
kicking the socks.
the
off.
hour, my favorite hour of the day, which I'm about to lose because my fucking kid.
Yeah.
No, is that like you do some spots, you come home, my wife is asleep, and it's like 11:30, 12, and I'm like, I have 2 hours. I'm just gonna smoke some weed. I'm gonna make some nachos or frosted flakes or something, and I'm just gonna watch
Put on the tube.
dumbass YouTube videos.
Hell yeah.
Oh, it's the best hours of the day.
You can still get those hours.
Yes.
But they might be moved forward.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Or honestly, backwards, where it's me
Yeah.
at 3 a.m. Just hanging out with my baby. And
Yeah.
I'm just
Wait,
watching.
were you breastfeeding there?
Yeah.
Okay, that was you shook it right by
Yeah,
your nipple.
right here, dude. Yeah. That's how progressive we are, is that I'm going to breastfeed.
He's like, I wear the tits in this relationship.
Yeah. Yeah.
The thing that makes me sad is this happens every single night when I come out here. Not unless I do like a midnight show and then I come back like 2:00.
Right.
But I'll come back late here and there's a moment where and Paddy are like,
Yeah.
all right, we're going to bed. And I get so bummed. I'm like,
Yeah. Well, it's usually around like 12.
Party's over?
yeah.
And like Michael will get home at like 11:30, and we'll be finishing up a movie.
And I can feel it. I'll see the
I'm
last
like,
minute of the movie and I'm like,
I want to stay up with Michael because I feel bad, but like, it's so late.
That's funny. The exact fucking opposite happened when you stayed at my place.
Oh, you want to know what was happening at your place?
What?
I was taking some sleeping pills.
Oh, okay.
He goes, you just kept falling asleep.
Literally,
on the couch."
like I was like excited. I was like, oh, I got a buddy over here. We're gonna like watch a movie. Like, we tried to watch El Camino 3 nights in a row.
Dude, just
We watched it in
Klonopin down.
Yeah,
This couch.
yeah.
6-minute chunks.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like to the point where he'd be like, "All right, man, I gotta go," and I'm like, it's for the credits are rolling.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
we
that was-
haven't even started the movie.
That would have been so fun. No, I was going through like a tougher time, so I was taking like basically Xanax to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And so I would just like boom, just
Yeah.
fully knock out.
Yeah,
Honk.
my wife has also wanted me to tell you that we are getting a lot of your mail, and
Oh shit. Okay, I'll
Yeah.
change that. It's probably mostly Chase.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Chase and like some other. She did say that you had a collection out for $32 for something.
Oh, that's fine. You scared me. I heard collection.
Yeah, $32.
Okay, perfect.
Which also, if it's under 1,000, what the fuck are we doing?
Dude,
I gotta
that's what
tell
I
Chase to change
thought.
the funny part is, dude, this is wanna know how crazy this is. This is fucking insane. So for like 4 months, because people don't know, Matt was kind enough to let me stay at his place.
Yes, I was.
When I didn't have a place, and it was so funny too, because like I had to order a credit card there. And then for the last 7 months, when Chase has asked me for my zip code, I have to go through text messages
And find my
I was like, why don't I just change the fucking address?
Yeah, National Grid, like I think it was $38
Yeah.
to them. And I saw that and I was like, yeah,
Sure.
no way.
Yeah.
So I just ignored it. And then like they kept like calling and calling and calling. I'm like, they'll just give up eventually. It's $32. And then eventually this guy called me on the phone and he sounded like a mafia boss. He was like, hey, listen, you owe some money. And I was like, who is this? And he's like, I'm collecting on debts of National Grid or whatever. I was like, oh yeah, it's like $32. He's like, yeah, it's $32. And I was like, so like what? I was like, I'm in my room right now. I have $32 if you really want to just come over and get it. And he's like, no, what you got to do is go to the thing. And I'm like,
Oh, you're not even
dude,
scary.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, this is like whatever. And he's like, listen, I will call back, and next time I will be more serious. And I was like, yes, sir. And I sent it right
I like how
away.
in your head, collection agencies, the people that make the calls have to go and hand pick up the money,
Yeah. Well,
like
that was
a
the thing. I was
cash
like, it's
drop.
32. Like, I'm not gonna run this check over to the
No.
thing. Like, just
I'd
meet
rather
me on
you
the
break
street.
my legs and
Yeah.
take the money than me have to leave my house right now.
Just take the loss, National
Yeah,
Grid.
exactly.
Like $30, like
Yeah, you're paying that guy. Yeah, it's
They're like
annoying.
evil. I owe money, like medical bills too.
sure,
And I feel like that
yeah,
I don't have to pay.
no,
I kind of feel the same way. I have some when I had tonsillitis, and I'm like, nah. But
It's funny too because it's for like my appendix. So
Yeah.
it's like imagine like I never pay it and they just put it back in.
middle of the night, doctor's just holding you down. They're putting a pillow over your mouth.
They can't like trust that I'll pay any anesthetics later.
They just fucking. Dude, I had a funny. We're about to finish up, but it was so funny. I was going to do my taxes today. I'm finally doing my. By the way, I should have prioritized that so early on it. Like my thing's all fucked up.
it's
But-
May.
I know.
Okay,
I was on unemployment for a little bit last year, and they never sent me the check. And then I went to like an office, and I just couldn't get this one form for the unemployment. And then randomly, my portal just let me log on. Like it didn't work for a week. I called them. I emailed them. Eventually, it just,
It was
wow,
probably
yeah.
like too overflowed from all the people doing their taxes.
yeah, but like figure it out, you fucking retards.
I know.
Yeah.
Like fucking figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I love big government.
they're great.
Yeah.
But it's so funny too because like everything was stopping me. Like I tried to go to HR Block today and the door was locked and just like nobody was in there. I was like, God damn it. And the woman eventually let me in. It was so funny too because the woman goes to do my taxes and I watch her for like 3 minutes try to plug the wrong end of her phone cord into the box.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I feel like you're not going to help me do my taxes.
Yeah, you're like,
correctly.
how are you the smart one here?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
can't-
I was like, it was so, and I had to, I was like, that's the wrong end. She goes, okay. She's like a Spanish woman. I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
this is,
Yeah.
I feel like we should require government officials to be obese
interesting.
because I feel like if you really, really want to do it, like you have to make a sacrifice, you know?
What do you mean?
Like this Lauren Boebert and like AOC and all these like kind of sexy
Yeah.
people, like
Yeah.
if they really care, they wouldn't mind packing on the pounds. And plus, it would look really funny to just like see a house full of like the House
Fat
of Representatives just like really fat.
Well, that is the thing too, because it is interesting because there's something about looking fat that does make you look stupid.
Yeah.
But they all have to be fat with bowl cuts, just like little Dora the Explorer type people.
Yeah.
But I think there is one thing where it's like, if you're really trying at your job, there's a part of you that probably will be unhealthy. Like,
Yeah, you're gonna get fat.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
if you're good at your job, unless your job is like being an athlete.
but I don't know if that's also a thing with like balance, where it's like, should a good politician be in shape just because mentally they like mentally they're better than if they're
Yeah.
fat. Like if you're depressed and you're like just signing, like it's got to be. Imagine just like wanting to kill yourself. You're like, I don't care what we vote on. Like,
Right.
Yeah, every bill is about McDonald's.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Come on.
We are.
I do think
And
breakfast
by
should
the
be
third-
available at 12:30 p.m.
Yeah.
The first decree is that the McRib will be back full time.
Year round.
We
All those in favor?
we are wrapping up here though.
Okay.
What do you guys want to promote?
News from Bed, the podcast on YouTube. Check out News from Bed.
Visually, the best podcast you'll see.
That is very sweet.
It's very fun. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I,
Comedically, the worst podcast.
yes.
Yeah, it's a pretty retarded podcast with a beautiful visual.
Yeah. I'm going to be, well, by the time this comes out, I'll have already been in Austin, Texas, but I'm going to be in Austin, Texas doing a bunch of shows down there. That's going to be really fun. I have a podcast called Bowman is Bothered. And I'm actually starting another one with a comic that I met called, what is it called?
He's called, not named.
No, this guy, no, his name's Michael Cassidy. And then it's called We Know Nothing About. And we're going to have on somebody that they're going to talk about something that we don't know anything about. And hopefully it's fun.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah.
We'll tell you what you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have somebody on there who knows how to give a good time because you know how to have a good time. So,
Brother, Thank you so much.
He does it again.
Yeah, I stumbled through that too. I said it so I was like, you should not have guy good time, and you do it.
You
And
good
do it.
you good gentleman.
You good
Yeah.
guy. And thank you guys so much for listening.